This is Local Leader TV.
If you or a loved one have been involved in an auto accident, contact the experienced Queens car accident lawyers at Silberstein, Awad and Miklos today. We provide free consultations. Call 877-ASK-4SAM today, that's 877-ASK the number 4 SAM, or visit ask4sam.net. After a car crash, hope may be something far away, but Silberstein, Awad and Miklos, SAM, knows that there is always a ray of hope available to anyone. Many may doubt whether hope can be provided through the services of a lawyer or an attorney firm, but there are firms in Queens or New York City who do precisely that, give clients hope. SAM is one of these, and that can be seen in the many awards and excellent ratings we have earned. It is fortunate for anyone who has been in a car crash in Queens that SAM has an office location in the borough for easier client access. Our Queens car accident law firm is conveniently located and has a great staff and exceptional client accommodations. The office address and contacts are provided below. For more information, answers to your questions or directions to our office locations, you can access the Silberstein Awad and Miklos website contact page at ask4sam.net/contact. Or, if you want a direct, free consultation with a Queens, New York car accident attorney, you can contact the hotline at 877-ASK-4SAM. Why SAM? Anything as disastrous as a car crash can also do permanent injury to those involved, and it becomes worse if the person involved is a victim. At SAM, we know what car crashes can and will do to victims, and that is why we help them. We are dedicated to giving clients who have been injured in auto accidents to fully get what they deserve in compensation. We stand ready to get the said compensation through a court process, litigation if need be. While we consider settlement a good option, your primary alternative is always a court case, a battle when needed. Because most of those who are deemed liable in such cases may not want to settle or even consider paying up. This attitude will change when a SAM car accident attorney goes to trial, having prepared for it and determined to fight for a client. Litigation is something that gets it done, period. We also understand why the other party may want to fully practice his or her rights in relation to the case. We respect the fact, and we also respect how the justice system works, and we absolutely know how it works in Queens. The court process may be complicated, or it can become intense. No matter what happens, our Queens car accident lawyers do not let anything pass through them in relation to a case, not loopholes or any details on the legal brief. For citizens of Queens, New York, the SAM support system is solid during the entire legal process, whether litigation or settlement occurs. The firm's client care system is second to none, and not only helps win cases, it starts with a way to help clients get over the psychological stresses quickly, so that the legal process can progress. Some tips on what you should do after a collision. Ensure your safety first. That is one of the first and most important thing to do after a car crash. Put on your emergency flashing lights. Don't get out of your vehicle, or do so you can get your car to the roadside. Call the police. If it is possible, then file a police report or an MV-104 soonest. Get medical evaluation as quickly as you can or immediately. It is the most critical thing, and can be done by a medical pro or team on the scene or in hospital. Try to get the insurance information of the other parties involved in the case. Ignore what insurance adjusters say, because their job is to assure that the insurance company pays only the minimum, or even shackle your rights to get full compensation. SAM's legal client care. A car collision does not provide hope, in fact it does just the opposite. At SAM, we are aware that hope is an intangible factor that often helps when it is done right for clients. We do it from the start of client interaction with us, as part of a system in caring for clients that is as perfect as we are able to make it. Of course, a lot of psychological stress is part of the client's burden, and it can make things seem worse than it is. We help mitigate this, and make the client see beyond the stress to a room full of hope. We try to achieve this for the client all the time. It does not matter whether you are for litigation or settlement, we are always up to the task. But we prefer to litigate, because we know that litigation can get them fair compensation. We could go for settlement when and if the compensation approaches that of a just one. We absolutely will not agree to anything insurers may recommend, because the nature of their job says that settlement should be limited, and sometimes even block off the victim's right to litigate. We know that plain facts and learning are key in helping a client get and maintain some balance or even peace of mind. We go far not to stress out our clients, and the best way to do it in our experience is to help them understand the why. Knowing this may take litigation, when our auto accident lawyer, for instance, recreates background stories, or if they extract the honest truth from the person liable. Part of establishing what is true behind a case is also a legal right for our clients, and we also know this as an imperative thing for making sure justice is served. Sam knows Queens, New York. A good firm always knows the place it works in, and that is especially true for legal firms. We know how it is to live in New York City, we know the traffic and the culture. We know that the place is a cultural icon with many places of interest to visit. We know the pleasure of living here, as well as the disadvantages. Also, we make sure that we have every detail about the regulations that apply to car crashes in the state of New York. These may be modified or adjusted as time passes. Of course, a legal expert in car crashes also knows how traffic rules are made and regulated in a place like New York. Knowing the territory means that much more chances of winning cases. Add the knowledge of place, and you get a service that is well-rounded and aware of cultural standards in the city. Queens is a famous New York borough. Sam lives and breathes with people here, knowing them in both the social sense and how legalities work. To schedule a free, no-cost consultation, call 877-ASK-4SAM today, that's 877-ASK 4SAM, or visit ask4sam.net.